Hiya, Leeanthonydavis here. I'm making this live stream at this time of the morning because I think it might as well be made at this time of the morning when nobody's watching it anyway. So I've decided to watch it. Sorry, to make it at this time. I'm on the verge of calling it a day with this because I've had it. I'm getting in. Get. I'm just having enough. The time wasted I put into this, the hours I put into this. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Uh, I'm banging my head against a brick wall. I did a live stream for the Doctor Who thing on I think it was Thursday with the 60th anniversary. I did Planet of Spiders. At the time I had 278. So I decided to do the live streams and I did it. I did all six, which came to about 25 minutes. A lot of preparation went into it because I had to have all the research, facts and figures and all that. So anyway, I did it, and then suddenly I got all these comments, and then I got a couple of subscribers, and then the next day I put 5 videos on. Bang! I lost them all. And I thought to myself, what the hell? It's taken me all this time and all the hours that I put in. I mean, all these videos I put in from, you could say, from another point. Throughout this year, I must have put on about nearly up to over 900 videos, and I'm only getting something like 1 to 3 hits. I can't believe it. They're good videos as well. I just don't. I mean, the algorithm, right, is doing my head in. I put a video on, it's copyright, so that doesn't go up. I put a good video on, and they sort of direct me into an area where you got gamers that don't watch my sort of stuff. So they basically, I want to go to a football match, and they're sending me to a cricket match. You got to laugh, haven't you? But it isn't funny because I exploded. I nearly smashed this laptop up and with everything else in it because I've lost heart. And there's no way that I'm going to invest any more time in this. Not unless the algorithm changes its mind and start giving the small people a chance to do something, but they're not doing it. They're basically just, you know, making it harder for you. Like I said, today I put 5 videos up. One of them was copyright, and I couldn't believe it. I said, "What?" I thought to myself, "What's wrong with this video?" I looked at it. I was looking hard. There was no copyright in music. There was nothing. It was only a 30-second video, and I thought, "What's wrong with it?" And there's nothing wrong with it. They're just not. They're not projecting it to the audience that I want it to go to. So basically, what they're doing is they're uh, they're projecting me to an audience that don't care about what I do. So I don't get any watch time, or the videos don't get hits. So therefore, I become deeper and deeper in the invisibility market, as I call it. So you don't get seen. It's bloody stupid. So how the hell are you meant to grow on here if they sort of? It's like, I'll tell you what it's like. It's like you're playing in a cricket team. The captain hates your guts, and basically, as you go out to bat, you've just realised your bat has been nobbled, so the opposition can bowl a googly at you and hit the wicket, and you've got no chance of hitting the ball away. So your bat breaks and it goes into the wicket, and your captain has done that. So this is what it's like. It feels like you're just fighting a losing battle. I don't know if it's worth carrying on anymore. I mean, this is my main goal, right? I want to do, I'm going to, whatever happens, I don't care if I don't get any hits anymore, right? My main goal is to get 1,000 videos up on my channel, right? 1,000 videos. After that, I might just leave it and just walk away from it and then come back to it in a year's time and have a see how well they're done. So that's probably what I'll do because I've lost heart. I just want to give up on it, Uh, anyway, so I decided I'll give it one chance, and I decided to take notes. I went to these so-called big YouTubers on YouTube here, and I decided to look at their channels and see, and they've all got this amazing formula for turning 0 subscribers into 1,000 in what in a month, or some of them said they could do it in 7 days. So I took some notes. So on one channel, one says editing interesting footage. So I have done that. Visuals, they're not bad. They're clear, you know what I mean? So that can't be it. Then they said number 3 is keeping the viewers interested. Well, yes, if they're the right sort of audience. 4, extra footage called B-roll, whatever that is. Jump cuts, graphics, transitions. That means moving pictures and stuff. I don't know. Level up your videos. Okay. Camera presence. Well, there's enough camera presence to see me. Preparation. I've done nothing but preparation. Who is this video for, and what will the viewer get out of this video? Well, I don't know. If you're going to put me in not a Doctor Who category and put me in somewhere like a gamers category, I don't think there's going to be a lot, is there? Right, moving on. Get to the point. Well, I think I'm getting to the point now. And use a lot of humour. Oh, I don't think I could make a joke about this. That was one YouTube I went to. Now I went to a second one. And this is what advice they told me. Use compelling titles. Hook them with a YouTube trailer. Make videos that your fans want. Have a CTA in your video. This means call to action. And I'll tell you what that means, because I found that out as well. It's talking about subscribing, you know, like when they do their bit where they do all this fancy stuff and they've got all their background and all their flashy studio, which some of it's fake, by the way. What they do is they sort of hook you in, reel you in, and keep you on that video. Because remember, the time on that video, they actually get all that algorithm likes them, so they get more viewing time, so they get to expand themselves even more. It's all right if you're a big YouTuber, you know, if you've got all the fancy equipment, if you've got all the viewers to watch it, you know, it's great stuff, you know, fantastic. What about for a small one, you bloody idiots? Right, anyway. So that's what it is. What they do is they say, welcome to my show, blah, blah, blah. And then they say, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want further future news coming from this channel. And then they go along and they probably do it again at the end. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because they think that you don't know. So they want to make sure. So they must be that desperate to let you know about that. You know, I always say, let the audience make their own bloody mind up. You know what I mean? So anyway, so let the people do the thinking, not them do it for you. So I was listening to him, and then suddenly he was telling you, just for instance, to do a fishing rod, to catch a fish and all that. And he went through it for about he blurbled on for about 5 minutes. I don't know, forget 10 minutes. I got bored after a while, anyway, I must admit. And then he went on to another video. Well, he's going on, he's just about to finish, and he says, if you want to know how that is done, hit this button here to watch the video that will show you how to do it. And I thought, you what? You mean you want me to stay here for another 10 minutes listening to you when you could have done it in that video? So that's what it's all about. It's about reeling you, hooking you, and keeping you as long as they can. And why would you want to subscribe to their channel anyway when there's so much choice? Oh, anyway, never mind all that. Also, there's long-term consistency over short-term videos or something like that. Intensity. Oh, marvellous. Powerful words for titles will catch your eye. In other words, the same way supermarkets do it when they're using colour to catch your eye to sell a product, you know, that sort of thing. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, these are the 5 sort of things from it. You get how to, how I, secrets of, don't start to watch this, the most. These are the powerful words that hook you, I ask you. Simpleton, maybe. Right. And then also you have to go, my name is, or I am a. This is a guy that's so-called right up there in the finance game and marketing and stuff like that. Yeah, that's all good and done. But what about for someone that's trying to sort of start out? How does that work for him? How does that work for me? It wouldn't work for me because it's not my personality to sort of deceive people and sort of draw them in like that. I just do videos, right? I don't do fancy stuff. I'm not a shock jock with a stupid bloody headphones on me bloody ear, doing all this and doing all that, with your hands and all that rubbish. So basically, I got bored of them, and they all had the same bloody theme. Subscribe to my channel if you want to know how this works. Hit this button now for another quick video. Hit the video link or whatever. I don't know. I wasn't going to do it, so I turned off. I turned off the other one. It took me about 2 minutes to realise it was going the same way, so I turned off him and all, and I turned them off. Eventually, I realised where this was going. It was all about keeping you hooked and staying on there. So I knew that. So I wasn't going to bother. So anyway, as it says on the paper, getting to the point, we've got some more here. I've got a script here that one of them said to use. Before I start, you should always start off with a smile on your face. And I thought, oh yeah. And then you say, right, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, or for future videos on this channel, hit the subscribe button. I felt like burning it. Well, because basically it's all bollocks anyway. I don't mind swearing on this. It's not for kids anyway, so no kids are going to listen to it. I don't think anybody's going to listen to it. But my advice is this, right? Look before you leap. If you're a new YouTube channel coming into this, then you haven't got any subscribers. Don't listen to these people. You have to go with your own judgment, right? It's obvious that you do need to research. You do need to do this. You do need to do that. You just can't sort of jump in the water and hope you're going to swim. You might sink, and you probably will do if you don't do your research. So you know where to jump into the water, so it's not going to go to the bottom. So anyway, basically, I have lost heart because there's not a lot I can do if the algorithm is directing me into a different ballpark of an audience that doesn't give a toss about what I'm doing. I mean, I had one on here a second ago, right? He had a look and then fucked up. Well, because he's not interested, so much choice there. But I'm not making this video for you because you're not my bloody audience, mate. So I don't really give a toss. So bugger off. And that's what I'm glad he has, because I'm not wasting my time on him. So anyway, but at the end of the day, right, it's not going to be easy. I understand nothing's easy. There's no such thing as a golden key. Now, I've looked at all those YouTubers. They promise you the golden key. Don't listen to them. It's like saying giving you something for nothing. There's no such thing as that. You don't get nothing for nothing, and that's how they hook you in. It's like you can go to websites and promote this and promote that. You can't do it. You have to have some sort of experience on knowing how these things work. I know this experience because I've been doing it for too long. I've done it for 3 years, and that's why I'm losing up. I'm getting nowhere. I'll give you an example. I did a Lost in Space video for the first time. It hit 4,000 likes. I couldn't believe it. I've never had that much before. So I thought, this is good. So I'll do another one. So I hit another one and it got bigger. It got 6,000. And I thought, I must be doing something right, because I've never done this before and it's never actually been this good for me. And I started getting people joining. I managed to get about 150 people within a week. So that's not bad considering what my channel is and what I do. And I thought, I've done well. So I wonder if it'll continue. And then suddenly the algorithm stops you dead in your tracks. It's directed you to a lesser audience that don't care about your stuff, because obviously you're doing well and then suddenly bang. It's got to be that, isn't it? I mean, what else is doing it? What else is doing that to me? So at the end of the day, I thought, I'm not going to bother with this. It's a waste of time. And I thought, You know, what's the point in doing videos that nobody's watching? What's the point in doing videos that nobody's going to like? What's the point of doing videos when it's your time you're investing and you're getting nothing out of it? I don't want. I know that I'm never going to get 1,000 subscribers. If it's down to this, you won't get fucking diddly. You'll be lucky to get 10 subscribers in a lifetime at this rate. So what I've done is, and I'm telling you this now, forget YouTube subscribers, forget them. Don't bother with them, right? Don't bother with them because all they want is your access. They want access to you. That's all. And I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in having my time wasted listening and burble on fancy talk and waving their hands about and doing all this fancy graphic shit over the screen and stuff. I'm not interested in any of that. It doesn't bring me in anyway. It just makes me want to go. So, and they're all doing the same thing. And they're doing these thumbnails. Oh, this was funny. I did one with I tried to learn how to do a thumbnail on this phone. I couldn't do it, so I went to a YouTuber to see if I could get some advice. You know, they did a video, and it went on for about 20 minutes. I'm not joking. To show me how to use a phone to do this, and eventually I thought this is a good one, and it wasn't. It was terrible. He managed to blurble on, and then he says, right, after 20 minutes, he said, right, now this is what you do. Hit this button here on the next video, and it'll show you how to load it up. And I thought, what you've got here is simple. You've got touch, but don't jump. Jump, but don't go through there. Go through there, but don't touch the food. You can eat the food, but don't sit down. You know? Are you getting the pattern now? Exactly. That is exactly what's going on here. And I'm not interested in videos that hook you on. I don't really have nothing to do with YouTubers, but I wanted to find out what's so good about them. What is so special about these people? Yes, they're good talkers. Yes, they have good presentation. But there's one thing that I haven't got that they have got. They've got better equipment than I've got. That's fine, you know, because they want to do it professionally. But let's be honest, you're not going to be a professional because you haven't done anything all your life. This is all you've done. I'm not anybody special, but at least I'm honest about it. I'm a nobody trying to be somebody, but I'm nobody, so I'm not going to be anybody. I've got, in my opinion, you've got to have done something in your life for people to know who you are. All right, it is about knowing who you are in the first place. But at the end of the day, is it really worth it? You know what I mean? Will I be able to? I don't think I've got another 3 years in me to do this, you know. But like I said, I'm getting demonetized all the time. Every time I put a video up, I don't know if YouTube are going to say copyright. I don't know if YouTube are going to say this is not going through. I don't know. Even if it goes through, will anybody be watching it? And I realize where I am is in no man's land. I've got no chance with the way it's done. They need to change the rules on this. Now, I've got a warning for YouTube. If you don't stop this sort of giving it to all the haves and leaving the have-nots out, what's going to happen is they're going to leave, right? And your channel will be as much use as a wet box of matches in a dark room, because that would happen. Because I'm going to tell you another little secret, and it's true this. The video that got no likes, seriously, the video that got no likes, I did this yesterday. I was so depressed. I was looking around for something I could do with it because I put so much effort into it. I decided to go to TikTok. I went to TikTok, and guess what? I opened an account, put my name and details in. I've never had an account there before. I had all this fancy stuff, videos and stuff, and I saw all these people, and I thought to myself, this looks good. So I've decided to do it there. And I put the video up there and I left it. I didn't bother to look at it, see how it was doing or anything. I just walked away from it. It's loaded up. And I thought, if I'm probably not going to get nothing here, I probably won't get nothing there. I couldn't believe it. I got 777 views on it. And I'm not joking. It actually happened. I was still ecstatic. That's why I'm smiling, you know. And I thought to myself, why can't they do this for me on YouTube? Why can't they do it? because it's for the elitists of YouTube. You know, those are the ones who got thousands and thousands. That's what this platform's all about, because with them, they've got the access to the people that are watching them, and you yourself haven't got a chance because you don't have enough following. So if you don't make 1,000 subscribers, you don't get monetized. The only thing that I'm finding is the pretext word of demonetizing. That's what I get. All the effort, all the hard work. Now, I'm going to warn anyone that starts off on it. Now, if you start off in here, you need to know the reality of what YouTube is. It's basically an advertising site. That's what it is. You're advertising. You're advertising yourself, so the audience know what you're selling. Are you selling something to them? You know, it is an advertising site. That's it. It's like a sort of a live cam website, really, in a way. Shopping's done here and everything else, and you can buy things on here. You can do all sorts of things. It's great. It's magic, but it's only if you've got enough people watching you. If you haven't got enough people watching you, got fuck all, right? You got fuck all. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to swear because I feel that way at the moment. I have had my time wasted because I've been on here 3 years and I've achieved nothing. You know, I've done announcements, I've done live streams, I managed to get 5 people watching one time, and I thought, what can I do to enhance that? I tried everything and it wouldn't work, and I realised that the audience that I'm actually being broadcasted to are not the audience that would watch me in the first place. They just come on, have a look, and then bugger off. You know, so you think to yourself, what a waste of time. So that story I've just told you about, a video that won't go on here, I got nothing for it, zero. I took it to TikTok and I got 777 views. Unbelievable. And I got some followers, because I haven't got any followers on there yet, but I've got about 40 for that one video. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. It was amazing. So that is why. And also, I'll tell you something else. I got a video demonetized on here. I took it to TikTok just about an hour ago before this, and I got let's see, I got 100 and I think it's about 200, just over 200 to what people watching it. And it's working. It's working that way. For me, I always say, look for a better option. And I have done so. I mean, I could still do this, but I don't like doing this because it's a pointless waste of space. But I do, you know, you can do everything you want on there, live videos. It's great. So I say, get onto TikTok. If you're new on here and you're having trouble, don't bother listening to the big wigs on here. You know, that's what they call themselves, because they're a waste of time. They're only talking from their point of view, and that's what worked for them. But it won't work for you, because you've got to have that audience in the first place. They had it, whether they were on Twitter, they followed them onto this, I don't know, but they didn't have it from nothing. I don't believe in that something for nothing rubbish. I never did. I always believe, same with those that are doing live chat rooms and shows with live chat rooms. I'm sure they had a following before they came on it, so they knew who they were. So you've got to build it up somewhere else before you bring them. Before you start, you won't get them on there. Otherwise, you're just pressing buttons. You're like pressing buttons and hoping for the best. You know, you're not going to get it. Like here, I didn't have a following coming on here, so therefore I can understand why I'm getting nothing. You know, so I don't really care if people watch this and people or not. All I'm going to do is give you advice to say, if you come on here, the old adage is, don't jump, look before you leap. That's what I say, because there's so many, should I say, trap doors on this. It's unbelievable. You know, I'll give you an example. You load a video up from your phone or whatever, you do it on a computer. Then you have to do the other bit where you have to load up, because you have to size it up and everything to make sure it's straight, it's perfect, and the color's right and everything. And then you load it up on here. And then suddenly you get a red demonetized little sticker on there saying, copyright. You're not going to have it on there. Bye-bye. Bad luck. Try another one next time. And you feel like you want to smash you in the face for doing that, because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you're small. If you're small, you're going to be in big trouble. You will be looked at even more. You won't be looked at by the audience, but the but the robot will be looking at you because they're checking all the small. They're doing the bottom row. I don't care what anybody says. They're not. They're unfair to the small user on this. Anyway, I'm not going to go on anymore because there's nothing to say on it. Because I will be now looking at TikTok to do my stuff. I mean, all right, I'll keep this open, but I'm not going to do any good stuff on here anymore. I just don't want to waste my time. I was sort of near to tears on Saturday night when I lost those subscribers. I thought all that effort just to get them, and then they go away. And I realised, well, it dawned on me they weren't the audience. They were just people that came on. They liked what they saw for a few seconds, and then after a couple of days, I put 5 videos on. They didn't like that, obviously, because it was not what they want to watch. They want to play games and stuff like that. And that's what the algorithm has done, is put me in an area where nobody watches me. And I'll be swallowed up by all the fun prints, or what you call it, the thumbnails. I'll be I won't even be, I'm a speck of, all I am, this is an example, I'm a speck of sand amongst billions on the beach, and all the beaches in the universe. I'm just a speck of sand, and that shows you the magnitude of what you have to do to be noticed. I would say this: build your following up, right? This is how I'll do it. Build your following up on Facebook, Instagram, right? And so you get noticed on there. Then your friends, obviously, and then bring them over. Get your YouTube channels started. And I advise you not to bother with videos at the moment. Don't bother with them because, well, you can bother with one. Whatever happens, one always gets through. It doesn't matter copyright or anything. YouTube will let it in because they want you in, right? So if they put a copyright over your first ever video, you're going to get pissed off and say, "Oh, crap, I'm not doing this," and they won't want that. They want you to come, because you're access to them, to a market of other people. You see, this is what they want. But anyway, so I got my first video in. When I did the second one, bang, copyright. It was nothing wrong with it. It was the same as the other one, by the way. I'm not joking. Like I said, I got pissed off with it, and I decided to try TikTok. And I've done the same thing. I put the videos on there, no problem. I've done a live broadcast on there as well, just a few hours ago. No problem. People loved it. On here, nobody gets to love it because nobody gets to bloody see it. So you can't express yourself. What's the point? And that's what I was getting at. So that's why I'm on the verge of calling it a day on this. My main goal now, as I realise, there's nothing going to come here to me. So what I'll do is I'm just going to do 1,000 videos. I'm up to 922 videos at the moment. I'm going to put as many as I can on to get it to 1,000, so I can do this quickly, and then I can walk away from it. I don't mean walk away permanently. I might come on here and do a live stream because I'm going to be more successful somewhere else now. So anyway, I'm not turning my back on you. I'm turning my back on YouTube. That's all. I don't want my time wasted by these people, the Americans that run it, the robots they put in. This is not a fair assessment of the situation. And the haves and the have-nots. What's the point of that? It's like being a poor man scraping around for just a bit of meat that's been thrown on the floor somewhere, while the ones sit at their table eating all their bloody fucking, drinking champagne and laughing at you and throwing bits of meat at you. That's how you feel. And I'm not going to be treated like that. So that is why I've told you about, there's no secret here to succeeding, but the common sense way is to get yourself a following by going on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter and start making comments, get people to notice you, build up confidence with them, and then they'll start bringing their mates to you. Then you start a YouTube channel when you've got enough people, and then they'll come to your channel, and then you'll have your own audience. Do you see? That's the proper way to do it. Don't bother listening to YouTube bloody wallers going on about it. All they want is you hitting the subscribe button, notifications, so they send you more crap. So I'm not even going to bother going on anymore. That is it. I've done what I've got said. I'm pissed off, but I'm not fucking down and out. I've got an opportunity and a choice to go somewhere else and do all my stuff. But I'll stay on this channel, my YouTube channel, if I can call it that, to finish off the 1,000 videos. It'll probably take me 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and then I'm going to leave it. Right, so thank you for watching. If you are watching, if you're not, I'll thank myself then, because I'm talking to myself. But anyway, I'm not going to say hit the subscribe button. You hit it if you want to. You hit the notifications if you want to. That's up to you. I don't care. All right. I'm not bothered. I'm off to TikTok now to do some more videos. But thank you for watching, and bye for now. On a very sad note.